Mr. Pascrell, you're recognized for questions.
Morning, Mr. Chairman. I believe that this hearing today, with the distinguished witnesses that we've invited, and a committee which I think has the good intentions of Americans at heart, so we don't go into this with any malice. And we need to understand everyone's position. They're Americans. If you believe in choice, that's your opinion. And it should be respected. So, look, it's been 22 days. And you ousted the Speaker for the crime of keeping the government open. So, I don't know if you're fit to walk the dog, let alone govern the Congress. In fact, the historic room in which we meet, which has suffered through so many failed speaker votes and unhinged conference meetings, has become the symbol for chaos. I hope the chairman will undertake a deep clean here when this is all over, whoever that may be. But let us set the record straight. And I will come back to our next meeting and agree that I was wrong on the facts that I'm going to present if you will have the time to go back over them. I have no charts, but I ask you to at least digest what I'm saying. When you look back at the record, really only one party fought to make education more affordable. That's the record. Put the legislation up on the board in your own mind. Only one party created millions of good jobs for skilled workers in a very short period of time. Our landmark American Rescue Plan invested $122 billion in education resources across our country, including over $341 million for schools in my district. And the Inflation Reduction Act was the single largest investment, talk about investments here today, ever in U.S. industry. We have an historic manufacturing boom thanks to the actions of one party. In 1 year, we unleashed $240 billion in private investment and created over 170,000 new jobs. The law is projected to create more than 1.5 million additional jobs. American factory building is now at nearly $200 billion a year. Just a side note, most of you voted no. Every job lost during the pandemic has been recovered, and the job growth is at a 40-year high. I'll stand corrected if you come in with something different. Unemployment is at a 54-year low. I'll stand corrected if you come in with other numbers and you can prove it. The economy is strong. As a former teacher in the public school, I know the education of our next generation is vital. It's going to be the very bedrock of society. No one denies that. We need to talk about real solutions that do not involve sabotaging our public schools. Or take those ideas and try to combine them in the public sector, which people are paying for in their tax dollars. Dr. Melicon, if I can get one question in, Mr. Chairman, before you gavel me.
Proceed. We went over on the last one, a minute
Thank
and
you.
30.
Our watershed roads and bridges, the CHIPS program, the Inflation Reduction Act are expected to create nearly 3 million jobs per year. What steps should be taken to ensure our workforce is adequately prepared to fill those job opportunities?
Thank you for the question. So yes, our roads and bridges need to be rebuilt, and we need skilled labor to do that. And also with everything evolving around new technology and energy efficiency to meet our decarbonization goals, we also need a workforce to build that technology in factories, but also service the technology that we have out in the field. The best infrastructures that we have throughout our country is the community and technical college system. And also other partners that support the community technical college system too. So you have unions, you have merit shop apprenticeship programs, and also you have very progressive community-based organizations that support individuals going through training. And that all needs to be maintained and supported as we move forward. But if we invest in those activities, TAC did provide a framework of investments for training for individuals who will go unskilled to skilled labor, and while investing in that infrastructure to support the demands that our employers have for highly skilled technology is very much needed. But further, with this rapid changing of technology and skills and utilization of special materials and equipment and bridges and so forth, the current workers that are out there doing the work need a place to come back to in the rural communities and in the urban setting for skill upgrades. And our community technical college systems provide those opportunities.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Schweikert is recognized for questions.
Mr. Chairman, before we move forward, can I get a point of clarity on something? My apologies, but I think our good friend from New Jersey misspoke. He made the comment that we voted to kick out our speaker. And if I go back and look at it, it seems as though everybody on that side of the dais voted to remove the speaker, and nobody on this side of the dais did. Is that correct? I just want to clarify that.
That's correct. Mr.
Thank you.
Schweikert.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.